All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening and learning and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah, it'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be super quick. It's just two things that I wanted to spotlight. The first thing real quick I wanted to touch on, a lot of brothers, the elders, from the elder apostles on down, a lot of brothers have been doing lessons on this breaking news, and it's factual, allegedly. I mean, I looked up a couple, I found it on a couple of sources when I was doing my due diligence. It says, as you can see, I put WEF, the World Economic Forum, CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, under skin. So it says, off of the Google, WEF says CBDCs must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society. The WEF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. And this is from 1 day ago, all right? You know, and like I said, a lot of brothers been doing a lot of videos on it. You know, I just wanted to touch on it briefly. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse because we're a broken record. we you know, especially on my channel. I keep telling you that all roads are leading to the Charagma. You're not going to be able to operate in this society without it. All right? And what's going to ultimately force the people to get this? That chaos that's coming. That chaos that's coming. Order out of chaos. All right? You know? Beautiful times that we're living in. Beautiful times for the elect. Horrific times for the rest of you. So I just wanted to touch on that briefly. Again, like I said, a lot of brothers are you know, been going up, doing a lot of videos on that. So I wanted to bring this out, you know. A lot of things are happening. You know, it's funny how Bashim how Shai be working in spurts, man. You know, sometimes not too much is going on, and in the next minute, a lot of things are hot and heavy in the news. You know, and right now a lot of things are hot and heavy. You know, I haven't seen anybody speak on this, but I'm in Florida, so I'm gonna speak on this. Breaking news, breaking news. This is factual because it's from multiple sources, which CBC News. I got the article here, right? And this pretty much says the same thing as the other article I'm gonna bring out, you know, which is from the I want to go into this article here from the Orlando Weekly, which is what they call it, credited. It's a credited news source. You know, they do newspapers, but you know nobody really gets the hard copy, so it's everything is digital now. You know, everything is going digital, including your money's about to go digital. You know, all roads are leading to the Charagma. But as you can see, like I said, this is factual. You know, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signs bill ending permanent alimony. You know, hey, beautiful times that we're living in. You know, Isaiah 32:9. You know, and on down is what I'm going to read. Right, they're going to lament for the teats. You women, beautiful times that we're living in. So I wanted to, like I said, the CBS news article pretty much said the same thing, but this went a little further in depth. And I wanted to bring this one out because it shows you the sentiment of these women. Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. So let's read this. It says, this is from the Orlando Weekly. This is a death sentence for me. Florida Republican women say they will switch parties after DeSantis approves alimony law. My fears that they can take you back to court. I said, my fears are that they can take you back to court and I don't have the money for an attorney. All right. So let's read this. It says, Governor Ron DeSantis on Friday signed a measure that will overhaul the state's alimony laws after 3 vetoes of similar bills and a decade of emotional clashes over the issue. The measure, SB 1416, includes doing away with what is known as permanent alimony. DeSantis' approval came a year after he nixed a similar bill that sought to eliminate permanent alimony and set up a formula for alimony amounts based on the length of marriage. Because I forget what it is. Like if you marry somebody for 7 years or 10 years or whatever, I forget. Each state is different. But I believe it's like after 7 years or 10 years, she can divorce you, and she can get alimony for the rest of her life. So that's a thing of the past, man. And that's why the lady said, it had to be a woman. My fears are that they can take you back to court, and I don't have the money for an attorney. You see? Which an attorney ain't gonna help you any goddamn way, because it's gonna be based upon how many years you were married. They might even hit you with some back pay. you know. Hey, beautiful times that we're living in, man. Beautiful times, man. And ultimately, we know this is all by design. He's bringing the chaos. Esau Edom is bringing the chaos. Don't let this fool you, man. The so-called two-party system, Yeah, there are 2 parties with one agenda. Different sides of the same coin. They all ultimately are doing all these politicians, all these leaders. They're all ultimately doing the bidding of the wicked elite, whether they know it or not. And a lot of them do know it. They're taking marching orders. So Esau's bringing this chaos. He's collapsing this society, And this is part of it. So it says, Salakia real quick. Damn, I can't even pause the damn the thing is in my damn, I gotta pause the video. Salakia, I had to pause it real quick. And the damn thing, the thing was behind that damn tab. So it says, the measure SB 1416 includes doing away with what is known as permanent alimony. DeSantis' approval came a year after he nixed a similar bill that sought to eliminate permanent alimony and set up a formula for alimony amounts based on the length of marriage. The approval drew an outcry from members of the First Wives Advocacy Group, a coalition of mostly older women who receive permanent alimony who assert that their lives will be upended without the payments. Yeah, and a lot of women are so wicked. I believe the alimony stops once you are remarried. And you got a lot of women that they'll move on. They'll find another man. They'll shack up with that man, but they will never get remarried just so that they can keep getting the alimony from the first husband. Wicked as hell, man. So, hey, the next thing that's about to fall, mark my words, is going to be child support. All right? You're going to see them rolling that child support back, man. Beautiful time. And it's all biblical prophecy, which I'm going to get it. So it says, on behalf of thousands of women who are on behalf of the thousands of women who our group represents, we are very and because you got to remember, in the inception of America, these women didn't have rights. These women couldn't even vote. They couldn't own property. And we know ultimately the feminist movement, civil rights, all these type of things came about to really destroy Yasharallah, to destroy ultimately the Israelite man. Okay? But this devil don't need you no more. He don't need you entertainers. He don't need you women, you don't need you wicked ass leaders, really. He don't need none of you no more. He's ready to roll out his agenda. He's ready to roll out this new world order, this new system. He's ready to go full steam ahead, and he's ready to show his true colors, man. The infrastructure's laid, everything is, he done checked all his T's, dotted all his I's. He's ready to move. And he's gonna come down with great wrath. And you're gonna see, hey, in that agenda, And that New World Order, part of his New World Order, he got to it's depopulation in there. He got to get rid of a lot of the people. You know, he want complete control, man, and he got a lot of people. Esau, Edom, chiefly the wicked elite, they got a lot of people they deem as unwanted, man, useless eaters. You know, sodomites and you know, a lot of people gonna die, man. You know, go watch George Orwell's, what is it, 19 I forget, what is it, 48, 84, I forget. Go watch that movie. Go read that book. You know, a lot of you people think you gotta, you got a place in this new world order that's being set up. You sadly mistaken. You know. So it says, especially you women are in for rude awakening. And so it says, on behalf of thousands of women who our group represents, we are very disappointed in the governor's decision to sign the alimony reform bill. It says, hey, Slock, even Jake, man, Esau, the Supreme Court then struck down affirmative action, which I done spoke on that already. That's going to open up the floodgate. The floodgates are being opened up, man, on all these so-called unrighteous decrees. You know, these things are setting precedent, man. You know, for different things to come out. You know, and you can see, like, again, the sentiment. He's reneging on all his so-called deals that he's made with you people, because he don't need you no more. The damage is already done. You people are ripe for the slaughter. So it says, we are very disappointed in the governor's decision to sign the alimony reform bill. We believe by signing it, he has put older women in a situation which will cause financial devastation. Of course it is. And it's all by design. So it says, the so-called party of family values has just contributed to the erosion of the institution of marriage in Florida. Jan Kiley, a 63-year-old Boca Raton woman who founded the group a decade ago, told the news service of Florida in a text message Friday. The years-long effort to do away with permanent alimony has been a highly contentious issue. It elicited tearful testimony from members of the First Wives group, but it also spurred impassioned pleas from ex-spouses who said they had been forced to work long past the age that they wanted to retire because they were on the hook for alimony payments. So the men were crying out, you know, because that was an unrighteous decree. It says, especially being that a lot of these women, again, moved on, had other men, you know. A lot of times they were in relationships with men. A lot of times they be like, say they were married to you for the minimum 7, 10 years. You know, they divorce you, get alimony for the rest of their life, and then they move on, get another spouse. A lot of times they had a nigga on the side, and they divorce you, go be with that man, and they be with that man double, triple the length of time that they were with you. But they will never legally get married again because they want you on the hook for the bills. You see? Double dipping. You know, but the days of that is over. Hey, beautiful times we're living in. Michael Buller, chairman of Florida Family Fairness, a group that has pushed for doing away with permanent alimony, praised the approval of the bill. Florida Family Fairness is pleased that the Florida legislature and Governor DeSantis has passed a bill that ends permanent alimony and codifies in statute the right to retire for existing alimony payers. Bueller said in a statement, anything that adds clarity and ends permanent alimony is a win for Florida families. But that's the point. You get the idea. Beautiful times that we're living in, man. You know? Again, it says, this is a death sentence for me. My fears are that they can take you back to court, and I don't have the money for an attorney. Hey, beautiful times that we're living in, man. This place is through, and it's only going to get worse. So I'm going to close out here. Again, also, don't forget about that, what the WEF said, World Economic Forum, CBDCs, hey, all roads are leading to the Charagma. The hour of temptation is drawing nigh, baby. Hey, all hell is about to break loose. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. Isaiah 32:9. I'm going to close out here. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Yeah, you thought you were just going to ride off into the sunset. You know? You got another thing coming for you. Rise up, ye women that are, you just going to be a cougar it up, you know? That's a cougar it up, you know? Them days are over. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. Yeah, you was getting a check every month from that man. Well, why you can't afford a lawyer, you know? But we know what women are they're horrific when it comes to handling money, you know? A lot of, just squander the money shopping, traveling, eating out, you know? You know? Because they never thought that the chickens were going to come home to roost. But, hey, that day's here. It is upon you. And you ain't seen nothing yet, you know? Especially for Yasharallah, you women of Yasharallah. Just wait, you know? Just wait. Hey, make me think about Micah. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned, you know? And then until he plead my cause, roughly paraphrasing, you know? And let me get that. That's one of my favorite. I gotta get it. Salakia. I was butchering it. I wasn't doing it justice. Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring my forth to light. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is, this is the main point, then she that is mine enemy, because the number one adversary of Yasharallah, right, especially the Israelite man, is Esau Edom. And then right under him is Eve, our own women, you know, bring purity hell upon the Israelite man, you know. But them days are coming, to a quick end, okay? You see? You don't need no man and this, that, and the third. You could do bad all by yourself. You want to ride the CC, you know? Hey, you want to live in pleasure? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, you know? You know? Hey, the time when 7 women, Isaiah 4, I think, and 1, or 1, I think it's 4 and 1, you know? 7 women shall take hold of one man. Them days is quickly approaching, man, you know? Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. That's the times that we're coming in. You women are about to be in a bad case, a real bad case. And you're going to realize you're going to need a man, you know? You're going to need a man. And you're going to need not just any old man, you're going to need a righteous man, a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, a man with that thawa around him, you know, to take away, as it says, your shame and reproach. A man is going to, in the times to come, the evil times that are quickly approaching, a man shall be like a covert from the wind. What's the wind? These destructions, these evil times, these plagues, you know? You're going to need a man, you know, an Israelite man that knows the truth. Beautiful times. Again, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, because we're entering into the days of Jacob's trouble. We're at the door. Ye careless women. And you can't tell me these women aren't careless. Walking around half naked, laying thirst traps, just living it up. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. And that's what time they're lamenting for the teat right now. They're lamenting for the teats, you know, because Esau Edom, your daddy's reneging on all his them gifts that he gave you, that destroyed your heart, that made your eye evil against your husband, your man, you know. Hey, beautiful times, man, beautiful times. Hey, so with that being said, I don't want to Ratazadis was edifying, you know. Hey, keep fighting, keep pushing, man. We're close. Shalom. Wa Abad Babor, Kwam Nesharala.